And good morning from Scotty Ray and Candace. Look who's back.
I'm back.
You feel better?
I do feel better. I do. I sound nasally though, but
Sound
I feel
nasally.
better.
All right. First off, let's go ahead and for the folks, I never have. Let's talk about, and I wish we'd have videoed this. Had I known you were going to do that, we would have. Tell us about your experience with this COVID of testing. What really went on behind the scenes?
Look, I felt like it was just sinus junk, because my little boys had sinus stuff. And I had him tested when he went to the doctor just to be on the safe side. And, of course, he was negative. But with me working in the public and stuff, I just wanted to get tested, to make sure.
Okay. Now, when you pull up to these places, do you go inside? What do they do? Do
No,
they come
I
out?
didn't. They came out to my car.
Okay.
But
Do you
I
have
have
to,
not
like-
ran any fever or anything, but I just want to put that out there because I don't want my customers thinking, oh, she's sick. No.
Do they make you pay before they test you? It's
Well,
like
they
you have
get
to
your
give them-
insurance information over the phone.
Okay. So they
all
know
your,
you're
all your
coming.
information they take over the phone. Right.
Okay,
You
so-
call and make an appointment.
We're with Candace. She pulls up in front of the joint and they come to your car. What happens next?
Okay. So I actually got tested for flu, which was another swab. They just
That's
they just
inside your
asked me.
mouth,
I've
isn't
not
it?
had any kind of. I didn't have flu symptoms. I just had just the drainage, sinus drainage. It makes you cough. And I had a little bit of a sinusy headache. But anyway, they tested me anyway for flu and just to get all that out of the way. But anyway, I had a throat swab, which choked me to death. I had the flu swab, which wasn't
Wasn't too bad.
it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't great.
So let's get to the juicy stuff.
Then I had the COVID swab, and any of you who have ever had that, look, I've had 4 children. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is on up there with the pain scale, and I know some people might think, oh, I have a high tolerance for pain.
So you're saying
And
the
this
COVID
was awful. I'm just going to tell you.
As bad as giving a baby?
I think I said Jesus about 6 times while she had that swab.
So they put it inside your mouth, or where do
No,
they put it?
it goes up your nose. And just when you think it can't go any further, it does. And she twists it about 4 or 5 times while it's way back here, and you're like...
Ooh, I can
so
feel that.
It was horrible.
See, and I go to sneezing if somebody touches my nose. I don't know why, but I do.
Well, so she's telling me, I think I said, Jesus, take the wheel.
So at that time, were you grinding on your brakes?
No,
with
I'm
your
just
foot?
doing this, and I said, y'all need a video camera of these people, getting this stuff done, because it would be the funniest thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, though, she was like, don't tense up and don't move back. And I was just about to die. It was bad. And then when you get it on one side, they had to pull that out
so
and
it's
go up
both?
the other side. Yes, they have swab both sides. So I said, I think you might have a little brain tissue on that one.
So I would have thought it was just one side of your nose that they tested and you went on about your business. And
It's
no.
not. It's both sides.
It's kind of like having a baby
It's really
there.
bad. It is. I hate to discourage anybody that has to get it done, but I'm just going to tell you, gear up and get ready, because it's not pleasant at all.
I don't think I want any part of that. And as so long as I don't get no fever, I ain't going to get checked now.
Well, some people don't run fever. That's why. There's so many different symptoms and stuff. And so I just really wanted to get checked to be on the safe side, because you don't know. You
No,
can
you
just have little
don't.
cold symptoms and stuff and not know. So anyway, I was negative, and glad to be back.
Well, the temperature has not changed anything hardly since this morning. He's still 36 out there. Wind chill, I believe, is still at 28 degrees if you're outside this morning. So nippy, 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 nippy. Tonight, let's talk about tonight's low. Yeah, tonight, 26. You ready for that?
No, I'm not. I'm going to be ready in my house.
You ever say
with my gas log?
What was that old song of put another log on the fire and then come and tell me why you're leaving me? You remember that?
I'm sure I would recognize the song. If I
Okay,
heard
it was a great song.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But it's cold.
he's
y'all.
telling his wife to do all this stuff, and she go cook me supper, do this, and put another log on the fire, and then tell me why you're leaving me.
Oh, so get everything done you need to get done, then you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over the weekend, we do have some rain chances that are coming in on Saturday. Should end early for church on Sunday, but some chances there. But a great deer hunting afternoon. If you're into it, today is the day to go. So be prepared, get ready for
I
that.
don't know that I'm ever going to get to go again.
You don't think you hadn't been yet?
I haven't been in a while. I just hadn't had a chance to.
Well, yesterday there's no other way to word it than outright miserable. Me and my little buddy Heater kept together, and we had a great time.
I did. You said you saw how many days?
I saw 11 does yesterday.
11.
It was huge.
Yeah.
But I never even picked my gun up. It was never, nothing ever acted like, hey, there's something thinking I'm sexy out here.
Yeah.
None
Just
of them
not
had.
that time.
Well, you know how a woman has that walk? None of them had the walk because she was
yeah.
prancing where, look at me.
Yeah. She didn't put her little white tail
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, she didn't do that. So we had some ugly does out there yesterday that nobody wanted. But as we know, coming up probably in 2 weeks right after Christmas, but what about the 27th, 28th, it starts getting it on then. You'll start hearing Barry White out in the woods and places. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Oh, my
okay.
goodness.
Just thought I'd give you a rundown of what really goes on out there. Let's see here. Let's talk about what's going on in the Northeast. Because it's some bad weather.
Yeah.
3 people were killed yesterday in a car accident in a pileup in Pennsylvania. 60 cars rammed each other. It took them most of the day to
goodness.
pull them out.
That's awful.
So if you are ever, and who knows how it all first started, but you lose control of ice. If you're ever traveling and having to get back to those airports with a rental car to an airport and you don't know what you're doing, drive slower.
Right.
Just go as slow as you
Because it
can.
didn't take, I mean, they say don't do sudden
Right.
braking or like hit the brakes just suddenly. I mean, sometimes you can't help it. And
No, you can't.
You can just be going easing along if you tap the brakes, you can slide.
I remember one
It's
morning
scary.
that I'd stopped. I was when I lived in Scuba and I was driving to Meridian. I stopped in Lauderdale for gas, and where you come across from the Ralph Morgan Rodeo and you get back on 45 to come in Meridian. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
It's scary
And there
when
was
that
nothing you
happens.
could do.
I know it's really scary. So
But I thought we'd show some pictures of what hit in Pennsylvania, New York. This is from Daily Mail. If you want to go through and look at them a little slower, you're more than welcome to. But this is.
did they know this was coming?
Yes, they've been talking about it
Okay.
for days now, and they've been saying do not get 2 foot of snow. And I'll show you a picture that was sent from New York to me. Let's see here, as we go through this is people standing in New York City here.
I
let's
think
go
they're
to our-
glad they got those face masks on now.
Yeah, I imagine that does help a little bit. But look at the snow. It's beautiful now.
Yeah.
It truly is. But would you sit outside and eat?
No, I mean they might have to though. With the COVID
yeah,
thing,
they
so,
cannot go inside.
Yeah.
But is
Yeah,
it
I think
really
I would
worth
just
it?
eat at home.
Ah.
Get up a little early or something. Eat at home.
But as beautiful as the snow is, we really don't understand the people that have to deal with this every day. I guess it's kind of like rain, nonstop rain.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't live somewhere that is constantly, have snow that you got to drive in and all that. Like I said, when my daughter lived in Colorado, she said it was horrible trying to get to work.
Yeah, is that Archie Bunker's house in the back?
It looks kind of like it, doesn't
Doesn't
it?
it look like that? I keep expecting Edith to say something.
Archie.
Snowball, Archie. And boy, what was the theme song? Those were the days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, where they played on the piano.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Not as bad as that Bill Anderson song that I mentioned the other day, but it was bad.
Like the Waffle House.
Yeah. Some folks in Central Park as you go through your kids having fun. And there was another picture, if I can get to this. There's the White House in snow as it's
pretty.
coming down. And
That's
it is
pretty.
It is.
That's really pretty.
I have never visited the White House, and I want to go eventually.
Oh, yeah, that would be neat.
The picture that I was trying to get to, it was the people, and it's on down here somewhere, I guess. They were sitting outside. Just look at this. Well, they wanted to kiss. The throwing out the
Salt.
cup of water and it's freezing. Isn't that,
Oh, is that water? I didn't know if he was putting salt or something.
It
on
may
them,
be.
Like dumping salt.
Oh, you're
or
right.
Something, yeah.
I thought it was water that was freezing.
It could
before
be water, I
No,
don't
it
know.
says right there it's salt.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Candace saves the day and makes me look bad there. But there it is. These guys, really short sleeve shirts, sitting outside New York City eating today.
Now, you really got to want
Yeah,
to toast with some wine. That's
So-
just crazy.
it is. That's a quick look at what's going on in New York with all of that snow. It's heavy.
Yeah.
Now, I think most of us here, and before I play this, I want to warn you, if you've got pets and you love your pets, this is going to make you mad.
Yeah.
There's no other way to word it. A search warrant was put out for a lady, and they bust in the door to get her. And let's pick up there where this happens with the cops as they're going in. This is on YouTube. Here she comes. That's her dog. And
What was the point of that? I don't know. Unless the dog is trained to attack people. Maybe she thought
I took it as a distraction for the police.
It could be.
But
I don't
it
know.
got her nowhere. Now,
They
it
did
ends
take
up.
her and throw her.
Yeah. The puppy dog
They
ended
tried
up
to.
okay. He landed on his feet. It hurt him a little bit, and they took him to a vet, and he turned out okay. But she didn't have to do that. That's just mean.
Just cruelty.
Yeah.
She might have been on drugs or something, but
She
still.
had that look.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know the whole story of what went on, but she's been charged with animal cruelty on top of what she done wrong.
Good.
So, yeah, and she deserves those charges. I think we all know that. So as we're getting ready, and we've got some more news stories coming up, what's going on locally and all, let's take a minute and talk about my friend Joe. If you hadn't visited Joe out the Piggly Wiggly in a while, go by and visit them. Nice folks, family-owned. There's not many, well, I can't think of another one anywhere that is family-owned, a grocery store.
And a super clean store.
That's right.
I mean, you can go in there at any time and it's spotless.
They do. They care about their customers, and that's what they do. And what was that about over there? Let me close that. Sometimes things go wrong. Oranges. Did you get that as a Christmas stocking as a kid, oranges and apples?
No, but I heard about it all the time.
You heard about it?
You know, when we were little, we got oranges and apples in ours. You know?
And so
You ought to
you-
be proud of what you get.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah, it is. But now I wouldn't mind having an orange.
The older you get, the more important
I
it is.
know.
You can get the 3-pound bag of those for $4.99, those mandarin oranges. And if you're still looking for bell peppers to do your seasoning, is that the only thing you do with the bell pepper is seasoning? Because I don't know.
No, I mean, I cook with bell pepper all the time.
But
I
it's
like bell
seasoning,
pepper in my
right?
salad. I mean, I eat them. I will cut them up and eat them, dip them in ranch dressing and eat them. I love
Okay,
bell
I
pepper.
take back what my thought there. I just remembered sitting down at San Marcos and looking at my plate, and they're
Oh
on
yeah,
there.
it's in your fajita.
Hello.
And look, we grew bell peppers this year, and I cut them up and put them in the freezer in a Ziploc bag, and
Yeah.
and freeze them. And so, you know, because we had so many, I mean, I would have never used that many
Right.
at one time. So you can cut them up and freeze them, y'all.
Sweet potatoes, making those pies or whatever you might be doing this year for Christmas, they've got that for you also. And we're close to Christmas.
We are.
And this is the stuff that sits on the table while people, and Joe, I'm just going to go ahead and say, I don't know why people buy this.
I love cranberry sauce. Look,
You eat
turkey
that?
and dressing it's not complete without cranberry sauce.
You will actually eat it?
I love it. Now, eating it by itself, sitting there, it's kind of got a little bitter taste. But if you put it with your dressing,
Candace.
and I love it.
It's slimy.
So,
It's I can't
so is
imagine.
Jello, and people eat that all the
Yeah,
time.
but it's got a good.
It's good. Y'all go buy you some cranberry sauce. Go listen to Scotty Ray. But I will recommend, do not get the kind that's got the cranberries in it. That is, I don't like that.
You don't do that.
No.
Pie fillings, if you're going to be doing that. Lucky Leaf, 2 for $6 now at the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Also, as we go through this beef gravy, I know that's used, or at least I think. I'm trying to act like I know what I'm talking about. I don't. But I think it's used in cooking.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can use it on your roast and stuff like that.
Okay.
I make my own gravy, but you can always add this in with your gravy to make it a little bit more creamy.
Make it look like you made it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Swanson chicken broth, $1.89 is what you can get that for today. Also, we're back to making cookies and great stuff, maybe some cornflake candy or things like that. Karo syrup, gotta have it. Peanut brittle, boy, wouldn't that be good about right now? And of course, Sweet Baby Ray's if you're needing some barbecue sauce, they've got that. As we go down to getting steaks, A1 $3.99 for that 10-ounce bottle. You can also get, if you're doing steaks this weekend, $8.99 for the strips, the New York strips for the family pack. And rump roast this week, $3.99 a pound. Let's see, and Coca-Cola products, 4 for $9. That's a great price on that. Got Domino sugar, $1.59 for a 2-pound bag. All of these things are going on right now at Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Drop in and see them today. They'll help you any way they can.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
And we're back, and a big thank you to Chuck. I saw Chuck yesterday. I went by and paid my gas bill and got all situated up so I can
bet
get another delivery.
I bet they are busy.
Oh, they
Don't you
are.
know they're busy?
It's hopping. When I was in there, was probably 15 people.
Yeah,
In
I
and
mean,
out.
I'm sure. All these people last minute too getting gas thinking, well, you know, I didn't know if I needed it or not, but I think I do.
Yes, you do. Good morning to Linda Jane this morning listening in. Appreciate that. Also, Miss Nancy Gilbert. Hey, Nancy.
Good
Nancy's a
morning.
sweetheart. Known her since I was yay high to a grasshopper. And Linda Jane, let's see, today is her 49th anniversary. Can you believe that? Her and Jerry Wayne, whoa, 49 years. I can't imagine.
Well, happy anniversary.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
And then
49 years is a long time.
So she's got 19 more on me. They got their big one. What's the 50th called? The what anniversary? Because silver is 20.
Is it golden anniversary maybe or something? 50 years?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. At one time, I knew what gifts were appropriate for each anniversary.
So
somebody had a thing, but I can't remember.
Well, I mean,
but happy anniversary.
What year is it where you start getting the letter from the president? Is it over 70 or 60 years, or is it 50 years you can get a letter from the president that says, hey, congratulations?
I don't know. I know my stepdad, he gets stuff all the time.
I remember my grandparents on my mom's side were married. They made it like 77 on their 75th. Ronald Reagan sent them a letter that said congratulations. It was a pretty neat little deal.
Yeah.
I got this morning, a text to me all the way from Burnt Hills, New York. This is pretty interesting here.
Neat.
That's almost 20 and a quarter inches if I'm looking at the ruler right. And they had another picture where it started out at midnight where there was just a dusting, and then that much in between midnight and 6 a.m.
That is a lot of snowfall overnight.
It is. Now, there's rumors that we may get some snow. We'll see.
Yeah. Ours is kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
usually when we get snow, we're not really expecting it.
Somebody at the weather service wakes up and goes, "Ooh, what's that?"
Yeah.
Thought something was on the screen.
I know. Look, and we get so excited. Have y'all ever watched that? I don't know if you've ever seen Southern Mama. Have you ever watched that guy?
That guy?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Whoa. Let's talk about that.
But look, it is so funny.
It is
he
not.
mimics his mother. He's acting like his mom. And I watched his mom on there. I think it showed his mother one day. But he makes fun of his mother. So that's how everything he says is mimicking stuff his mama used to say.
Oh, is that what that's about?
Yeah, that's what it's about. But I watched the one where he was talking about snowfall in the South.
I hadn't seen that.
He's like, we got flurries coming today. You better stock up on the toilet paper, stock up on the soup, stock up on everything. We got flurries. I see them. I see a little bit on the windshield.
Oh, you are not lying. When there's a mention, you can't get a loaf of bread for 30 miles.
I know. It's like everybody prepares for a blizzard or something, But you never know, though, here in the South. We could get one.
No, you
Who
don't.
knows?
And I thought, let me pause this
because you never know when he's going to say something.
I'm just going to play a clip of it because I don't know what this guy's going to say. But I do not find this funny at all. Angie showed it to me and was cackling, laying in her chair, and I watched it and thought, what is funny about this?
Men probably don't think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. Now, some of the stuff, though, is kind of really bad. But, a lot of the stuff, though, I can relate to. Like, don't change the toilet thing, And let's get into why can't anybody, when I have to go clean a toilet, I'm just going to be honest with you. This could be inappropriate sounding to some people. But, man, you can hit a deer from 50 yards away. Why can't you hit a hole right in front of you? I don't understand that. I really don't. I mean, I think we need a scope with some glasses for the bathroom.
I ain't believing you went there.
I'm going there.
So are you saying that you take issues with cleaning the bathroom? Is this because
I really do. I do. I do. I'm gonna teach my sons.
It could be harder than you think.
I don't know.
Because you ain't ever been on that
I'm
end
not
of it.
fussing about my husband or anything, but I have two sons.
Sound like your husband to me.
No, this is in our spare bathroom, so I know it's my sons. But I'm like, really? I don't understand. I think they need a pair of glasses for guys in the bathroom with a scope on it for the toilet. I really do.
Oh my heavens, that's different. So there you go. Well, anyway, this guy that I don't find funny, who I don't know what he does in the bathroom. Let's take a look at this as we pop over here and look at him.
There might be a bad.
This is about the snow. I don't know if it's. We're just gonna play a snippet of it, but y'all tell me if y'all think this is funny.
Them is snow clouds right there. I can tell. Mama knows. Them is snow clouds. Everybody just don't forget what you're supposed to grab when we get inside. It's going to be like a football team. Downset Hunt. Jemison, I want you to go over and get all the loaves of bread you can get. Bailey, I want you to grab at least 3 gallons of milk. Bethany, Mama wants you to get all that stuff to make snow cream, okay? Like we did that 4 years ago. And Patsy, me and you's going to grab all the liquor, okay, hon? We're going to need a lot of it. Ooh, girl, I'm just nervous. I know it's going to be bad. I'm telling you, I know we're going to get a another 93. I'm telling you. Mark my word. Hello, Randy. Baby, it is a day. Oh, Randy, there is traffic everywhere. Gee, Randy.
So,
No, y'all, I'm sorry. That is funny.
you think
That is funny.
that was a better one? I will say that was funnier than normal.
And it was in 96. I can tell you, we had an ice storm because I had just had a baby
I'm
a
trying
few
to
days before.
see it. I guess it was because I had
It
some
was.
pictures of Dylan when I had that Toyota 4-wheel drive, and he was born in '94. So
Yeah.
that would be right.
96. I had a baby on January the 30th, and I want to say on February the 2nd, maybe, is when the ice storm hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was bad.
Maybe I had a problem identifying with it because it was a guy trying to sound like a woman, and I couldn't wrap my brain around what he was up to.
Well, he mimics his mother. That's why it's called Southern Mama. But, I mean, it's the funniest stuff. Like, he
But-
fusses at, he'll act like he's fussing at him about, why can't you change the toilet paper roll? You know, and get in
But
here.
I saw this episode on it where he truly didn't have much in life. You know, he was just.
Oh, yeah, he's
and
really made a
now,
lot for
he's got
himself.
this huge house, 2-story old antebellum home that the guy went and bought, and I was stood back going, and you made that off of that?
And he has a podcast too, you need to look up, where he just sits and talks like normal, you know.
Oh, okay.
And stuff. And so, and he tells about, and they talk about issues and stuff, you know. But anyway, I thought it was funny. It is funny.
Southern Mama.
Yes.
So if anybody wants to see that, you can find him on and it's on Facebook also. So there you go. And as we go back to some more of those snow stories, that's a picture there of the East Coast sitting there, and they're saying 161 crashes so far there in Maryland. That's a bunch.
That is a bunch.
And it's more
really-
coming for them. So keep them in your prayers as you go along. Birthdays today. Midland, there's not many new groups in country music that I can handle. There's two that I can think of. Luke Combs,
Yeah,
he
I
sort of
like
knows
him.
what he's doing. And this group, Midland, is different because they actually sound country.
Well, when you mentioned the group name, it didn't ring a bell with me, but then when you know, we talked about the song, it did. So
And Burnout was the name of the song of the guy. And I had a picture of him that I was going to show.
look, Miss Linda agrees with me.
Wait a minute. What did Linda say?
Miss Linda agreed with me. She said, "Tell him, Candace, you're so right." I am right. All you women out there, you know what I'm talking about when you go to clean the bathroom. You know.
Oh my God! And Lawanda said he does get nasty from time to time. Apparently,
Yes,
she's
he
watched that
does.
guy.
Yeah, you gotta every now and then. It ain't something you just pop on the air. You
So
gotta
let's talk about what men find women find sexy. Because I know what men find sexy. I don't know about women. But this guy right here. Let's go back to the picture of him, the singer. He's the lead singer of Midland. Now, let me pull the picture up where everybody can look at this. He sort of looks what I would call the grunge look,
Yeah.
like Daryl from The Walking Dead. Women went nuts over Daryl, and he always had grease dripping off his head. And I was going, how could that happen?
Yeah, some women might, you know, think that's appealing. I don't.
But every video I've ever seen this guy in, he has the sweaty look like he's been working on the farm, and then he just walks in, picks up the guitar, and is still kind of running off of it. But let me go back here and pull this up. It looks as though his real pictures of like when he's with his wife and all, he looks maybe a little bit different. This is a picture of him here.
Yeah.
He doesn't quite look like that. And here's another one of him there. Does that look like the same guy?
No, I mean, well, you can tell it's him, but he doesn't have the sweat like on him. And
Here's an
dripping off of him.
odd looking picture
But
of
it's
him.
not real clean cut look.
So, well, what about
that
this
looks
picture
like-
of him? You like that?
I mean, his hair's a man's hair to me does
Yeah.
not need to be like real long. That's not too bad right there.
So you're not into him, is what you're telling me. That wouldn't be
No.
your pick. As you go, that's a good-looking man.
I've just never been like that. I'm just not. I don't know.
Well,
I
here
mean,
he-
he's handsome. Yes.
There
I
he
mean,
is with
has-
short hair.
Yeah, I mean, he's a handsome guy. But to me, the clean cut look
Is a lot better?
to me.
So
I
what's
like
everybody?
short hair?
What's everybody think? Yay or nay on that? Because
What?
there's something weird about Daryl from The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we had a while back. I think you showed a picture of him, and just that greasy look. That I don't know. Need a little deodorant and a comb look.
Well,
I
here
don't know.
let's take a look at Daryl because they went nuts
no.
over this man.
No, Daryl.
That-
Daryl
you
Daryl
see
needs
that?
a brush
I mean, they were like
right there. I'm sorry.
thought he was like butter on a stick.
I don't know. Maybe so. I didn't watch that show, so.
I watched it up until like season whatever, and they brought out that baseball bat, and I hadn't been back yet.
Yeah.
It ended me.
I didn't
but
watch it, and if I'd have seen that picture, that wouldn't appeal me to, like wouldn't be appealing for me to watch.
I can't tell you the amount of women that I saw that had that as their screensaver on their phone.
I don't know, to each his own, but not me. I don't know.
Well, there you go. If you're a big Daryl fan, that's what's out there that you can pick up on.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll see if anybody has a comment on that here in just a little bit and see what they got to say about that. But he's having a birthday. Another clean-cut guy that might be more your style would be Tracy Byrd. Turns 54 today.
54, gosh.
And
That
he ain't
just
had a
sounds like-
hit in 15 to 20 years now.
I mean, I just remember Keeper of the Stars, but I mean, I don't remember what other songs.
Watermelon
did he sing?
Crawl.
Oh yeah, Watermelon
was
Crawl.
huge.
I couldn't even talk this morning.
Lifestyles of the Not So Rich and Famous, which is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But I'll say this about Tracy. He's an avid hunter, a great person. He truly is.
Okay. You met him then.
Oh, many times.
Okay.
He filled in. I was at a party, and there's a guy, and I won't call his name just for embarrassment, a huge name singer, and he's passed out in the hall because I stepped over him. And at the last minute, they go, there's because he can't perform. It was
Oh,
in Nashville,
goodness.
and Tracy happened to be in the hall, and they said, "Look, can you cover for us?" And he goes, "Sure." And he stepped up and
Yeah.
covered it. Didn't bring up what really went on backstage. The guy had just gotten a little bit too tipsy there, and
He just looks like an everyday guy.
He
Like,
is,
You know what
he
I'm
is.
saying? Like that's. I mean, he just seems down to earth looking.
so he's one of those that is what it is. And we talk about 2020 of being a bad year. This was just, we lost such a
Yes.
great guy, Joe Diffie.
I loved his music. I never met him. I did see him in concert. I think he was at the Temple.
We brought him to the Lauderdale County Ag Center with Tracy Byrd and
But
him.
wasn't he at the Temple years
Oh,
ago?
years and years ago, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember.
And Mark Chestnut, the Rock and Roadhouse Tour is what we brought to the Ag Center, and he was part of the super nice guy. I think, what was your favorite Joe Diffie song? Because you don't go back,
I like the Pickup Man song.
Ships That Don't Come In. You remember that?
Yeah, that was a really good
But
song.
my favorite Joe Diffie had to be, Is It Cold in Here or Is It Just You?
Yeah.
What a play on words.
Yeah.
Woo! It was strong. In history today, Orville and Wilbur made the first flight in history that actually worked. There was a lot of other people before that that tried that it just didn't work. So that's a moment in history for you there. Now, as we get into what's going in the nation, we all know that coming up in January, there's going to be a new president. There's going to be different things that happen with this COVID thing. And Fauci has already accepted the new position of what he's doing now with Biden. So he's there. But this is what he's telling folks. Don't go home and see your kids for Christmas or let them come see you. How you feel about that?
I really don't know what to say about it because, I mean, I got mixed feelings about it too. I mean, I think it is risky. It really is risky, because a lot of the older people can catch this really easy, especially if they have underlying health conditions. But at the same time, I mean, we went through Thanksgiving, didn't really see our families.
That's true.
And we were hoping for better at Christmas, and I don't think we've got it.
But my concern is you can wear your mask, you
Yeah.
can what if this was their last Christmas and
I know,
whether
I mean,
and you
that's why
didn't go see them?
That's why I have like these mixed feelings because I mean, what do you do? I mean, do you just take a chance and say, you know what, I'm seeing my family.
Yeah.
If we have to, this is what I said at Thanksgiving because I mean, it just was not the same, and it's like, we're going to put masks on if you want to wear a mask, but I'm going to spend time with my family. And that's still how I feel about it. But now if parts of my family don't want to come because they feel uncomfortable, that's fine too. I'm not going to get my feelings hurt.
I understand.
But I do want my family to be together if possible.
Absolutely,
I
and
want to see my
I wouldn't want to go down as saying you can't come,
Right.
and then something happened.
And we don't have a big, humongous get together anyway. I mean, it's just like immediate family,
Right.
like my kids and my mother and stepdad and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm gonna knock this microphone off before the morning is over with.
I want to say good morning to Rachel Garrison. She's out there this morning. Says hello to us. So we
Good
appreciate
morning.
that. Let's see what else is going on. She's back. They say she's doing better now. Ellen, feel a little bit better. She's got COVID. She's at home. She hadn't done anything nasty to her staff since she's been at home, from what I understand.
Oh, that might have been a little break for them, but I do not wish.
They still say
Sickness
that
on
show is not where it needs to be with everything that's happened,
Yeah.
what went on behind the scenes there.
Well, sometimes, things are never the same after stuff like that. So
That's true. So, as talking about things that are never the same, Johnny Depp, which is a heartthrob with the ladies, that people for whatever reason think he's he another one of those greasers, because or does he just have that accent where he slurs all the
he's
time?
just odd to me. Like the first time I ever saw him,
Edward Scissorhands?
No, wasn't he in?
Gilbert Godfrey.
No, the first time I saw him, wasn't he in Nightmare on Elm Street? Wasn't he the guy that got pulled down into the waterbed?
Missed that.
The
I didn't watch
boyfriend?
that.
I think he was, but I might be wrong. But
Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it a movie called Whatever Happened to Gilbert somebody? And he was like the big brother in it, and it was a real. It was
sounds
different.
familiar, but I did not say
It
that.
wasn't
name.
Godfrey, but it was Gilbert somebody.
Now he's a really good actor, but he just seems like anything I've seen in like the spotlight of him, like in the news and
Yeah.
stuff, he just seems odd to me. He seems a little off or something, or different. I don't know.
Well, they went through that nasty divorce that was in court, and apparently he done some things to her, she done some things to him. It's bad enough to where Disney is kind of stepping back, and he's made them billions of dollars off of this Pirates of the Caribbean thing. But they're going to do a new show that's all women cast. Hadn't quite figured that one out. Pirate women. And they will not even let him do a cameo appearance in the movie.
Huh.
So, is it over for Johnny Depp in the movies? Is he going to be blackballed because all these new movements they got?
Yeah, he is a very good actor, though. I mean, he can adjust to any role I've ever seen him put him in. But
So let me ask this:
in real
since you
life,
just-
I think he's different, very different.
what is your favorite actor of all time that you would say that's my man or woman?
I like Kevin Costner. I
Pretty
think
good
he's-
choice.
I think he's really good.
I guess I would have three.
Three.
My very first would be Jimmy Stewart.
Paul Newman.
Paul
That
Newman.
was a classic to me. I'm sorry. I just
Jimmy
think
was
he
up there
good.
for me. John Wayne was a great one. And then more modern times, I'd have to go with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
He always picks roles that are really, really good. I like him.
Yeah.
So you're a Paul Newman. What was that, Rain Man? Is that what he played in with Tom Cruise?
No, that was Dustin Hoff.
Or was it? I thought, oh no. I
I
can't
don't think Paul Newman did. I think Dustin Hoffman played
Did-
in Rain Man.
Who done the where they were in jail thing? And was Paul Newman in that where he breaks out of jail? Some big movie?
Yes, he was, but
What's
I'm trying to remember the name of it.
I can see it now. The girl's washing the car. They're on the chain gang. And they check
yeah,
her out.
Yeah, and okay, but I can't remember the name of it.
I can't either. The Great Escape, maybe? No. No, that
What
ain't
is
it.
the? Y'all probably gonna pop my hand for asking this, but what is the guy who is from Clarksdale, Mississippi? Isn't it right? He's
Oh, you're talking
he's from Mississippi.
Yeah.
he was on the electric company.
I'm blank.
Why can't I think of his name?
well, I'm
That's
blank.
awful.
I'm blank.
I love him though. I love why he is a great actor. I love him.
It'll come to me in a second. Yeah, because I know him. I've met him numerous
Do y'all
times.
know who we're talking about?
Yeah. What's his face is who he is.
That's awful. I'll think of it in a minute. And when I just blurt it out, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Morgan Freeman.
That's exactly right. Morgan Freeman is a great actor.
He is.
He is. And he makes a lot of sense on a lot of stuff he says, too.
Have you
So if
watched
ever
Along
listen
Come a
to him-
Spider?
I think I did years ago.
That is
But,
a
yeah,
excellent show.
yeah. He's a really good actor.
So what's your opinion here? Yay or nay? Which wife looks better? Which is better for this old boy? Blake. This is his wedding day with Miranda, and this is his new chick here, Stefan. What's her name? That was the judge.
Yeah.
Anyway, they say they're engaged now. Well,
Yeah.
which
Well, I mean, if you looking at two people together, to me, he and Miranda look better together. But now I think he and Gwen Stefani kind of click. I mean, I think they're.
well, she did take his career to a
personality-
new
yeah.
notch, but
But
it ain't always about.
It's like night and day, though.
It
you
is.
know. I think she's.
She done a photo shoot with the pickup trucks and stuff around the farm, and they snapped one together there.
But now she'll put on some camouflage and get out there with him with hardly no makeup on
The
and
new
stuff
one?
too. Yeah, she will. So I think she's real down to earth, and I think she had, from what I read and saw, I think she'd been through pretty bad times in her previous marriage. So it just kind of seems like she's real thankful
Well,
for
there
this,
you go.
know. So I think that's
maybe her and Blake will work
Wish
out
them
this time.
best. Wish him the best.
Wife number 6.
Yeah.
I don't really know how many it's been, but it's been a couple there.
Yeah.
But as we move to our next one, and if you're a Tom Cruise fan, he threw a fit. I'm not so sure now. What's his name? Clooney. George Clooney come up and said, "I back him for what he done." He's on the set of the new filming of the new Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise. You have 2 crew members that stand beside each other. They got masks. And he goes nuts on them, cusses them for everything that they are worth because they stand too close and they stand the chance of shutting down the film and costing everybody. And then he went to using words that I can't repeat. And some folks are saying, naughty, naughty, I don't like you no more, and others are backing him for saying it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's just over the top to me.
It was to me, too. It was a temper
so-
tantrum to me.
He's another one that's kind of out there, though, with all that
Scientology
stuff.
That's the first thing that ran into my mind.
Yeah. It's just weird to me. I don't know. And there could be some Scientologists listening to us, but I don't understand it. I don't know all about it.
If that's in Meridian, Mississippi, it may be in Mississippi or Alabama, and I don't know, but I just don't hear much about it.
I don't know, but I mean, it's just kind of odd because it's all that stuff, people try to leave it.
Yeah.
And they can't get out of it, and that's kind of cultish sounding to me. But
Very.
I don't know. Who knows?
Like it or not, maybe you're for this, maybe you're against this, but Joe Biden is going in January 20th, whether you like it or not. Maybe, like I said, you are for this, but they are saying very few will be invited. Guests, 1,500 will be the top notch. They'll be distanced, and they're urging Americans not to come watch. You know, the big crowds that have come before to watch inaugurations. God, I slurred that word.
Inauguration.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Inauguration.
There you go. But they are urging Americans to stay home and just watch it on television instead. I'd rather watch it on television too.
I probably won't watch it at all. But,
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I probably won't even know that you brought that up. You called me out.
Anyway.
Now, I'm not sure that. Am I looking at this story wrong? Tyson Foods, which is a big chicken manufacturer. You know how office things, you get to talking and people will bet on anything of when the first delivery truck comes back, which 2 birds will fly off a... There were some managers within the company that made a bet that said, okay, I bet that 200 people are going to get sick from the coronavirus at work here. Another one said, no, I think it's 500. Well, it turns out they all got fired for it. For in-office betting. Was that wrong?
I think it's wrong that they got fired. Now, I think they should have. I think they should have held a meeting.
It said chang chang
and said, you don't need to be saying this because word gets out. It could sound like we have the virus at times, and it could hurt their business. But I don't think they should have gotten fired for
I think it was just a wager among friends that were. I don't think they meant harm by it. Is what I'm saying. And it's that line of, are we too politically sensitive in America now? And I think that's where that went. So
they must not have been a real needed.
Yeah.
People in the company. I don't think I'd have fired
7 people out of your company at once. That's pretty tough there.
Yeah.
So, whoo boy. All right, our next story, and maybe you've heard about this already, but the virus yesterday, one of the people that got the first vaccine shots in Alaska, they did not give a name, got deathly ill from it. Only person so far that's gotten sick.
Well, I've heard last night, I think one of the girls I work with sent a text and said that there's a couple of healthcare workers. I don't know where. I could have swore they said in Mississippi, but I'm not sure about that. So don't quote me on that. But that
possibly some more
that had gotten like Bell's palsy like symptoms from taking it. So I don't know. I don't know.
See, Charlene Gaddy knew who Morgan Freeman was.
Yeah, she knows who he is. Thank you.
Yeah, we do appreciate that.
We need a little help every day.
Oh boy, do I ever need it every day. Now, maybe I'm reading more into this next story than meets the eye, but in a statement yesterday, Biden made the comment, I'm confident that Hunter has done nothing wrong when they were referring to the taxes and the doing wrong with. I read that as in, I'm just saying this and he's done something. Maybe I'm reading too far into it. He knows it's coming and is trying to save face in public.
Well, I'm just wondering, is he confident that Hunter did nothing wrong and that maybe he did, or...
You know,
Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I think obviously there was something going on there.
conspiracy theories are running rampant right now over this story of what really went on.
Look, like my mama used to say, it'll all come out in the wash.
It will. And did y'all see in 2017, he sent a email to some China executive, Merry Christmas, saying, oh yeah, by the way, wire me 10 million.
Yeah.
And that's not typical. All right, next we go to, I can't imagine, let's say you've got a little extra money, you donate $1 million to a foundation. Typically, if you give a big donation to a charity, a hospital, they'll name a little something after you.
Yeah.
San Francisco, the guy that owns Facebook gave them $75 million to a hospital, to a trauma ward. And the board overwhelmingly rejected to name it after him and his wife. I mean, the man gave you $75 million to build this. What is wrong with naming it the Mark Zuckerberg Walkway? I find fault with that.
Maybe they didn't agree how he handled all the election stuff.
Then don't take his money.
I mean,
That's the way I look at it.
Why did he give the money? I mean,
out
did
of
he
good-
just give it out of the goodness of his heart? Okay.
That's the way
To
I
me,
understood it.
Well, to me, I think you're supposed to give, not to receive.
Well, he's not the one complaining about that. I found the story of where he never made a comment about him
Yeah.
or complained that they didn't. I saw the story and thought, that's just wrong. And I still believe that.
Yeah.
If somebody gives you that, that's just it's Southern. You do that as a thank you for what you done because he didn't have to give it to you.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts.
I don't know that I'd turn down $75 million.
All you got to do is put a
I
little
don't know.
plaque up there.
Yeah. Put a little microscopic picture.
Mark.
Yeah.
They could have put it in the bathroom,
Yeah.
but they refused to hear any of it. Okay, who doesn't remember the classic Ralphie? Now, they're filming this, and this guy was on a podcast last week, the guy that played Ralphie. And he said they're getting ready to film this shoot here where he's got the BB gun dressed as a sheriff. And the prop guy, it calls for him to spit like he's chewing tobacco. The prop guy gave him Red Man. And he's 12 years old at that point. He doesn't know anybody who sticks it, and he swallows it and
Oh, my
gets
goodness.
sick as
He
a
turned, like,
dog.
green.
Yeah, he started throwing up. His stomach was hurting, and they had to stop filming for 2 hours till he got over it.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. I told you earlier when we kind of
Y'all
went
ain't
over
gonna believe this. I ain't believing she's admitting it now.
Look, my papa used to chew tobacco,
Yeah.
and when I was younger, like way younger, I thought, I wonder what that tastes like. I mean, so I take one little strip of it and just put it in my mouth,
Yeah.
and I didn't swallow the strip of tobacco, but I must have swallowed the juice from it. Yeah, I got lightheaded. Like, I don't see how people do that. Why would you want to do that?
Well, you don't
Like,
swallow.
Why? Well, what's the whole point?
Well, I don't do
Just
it either.
have-
I tried. I'm not gonna lie. I
mean-
tried a pinch of Copenhagen when I was about 15, and it made me.
In Skull, like I've seen Skull. Anybody ever went fishing with earthworms? You know the stuff that you get
There's
the
a
worms
bunch of
out
guys-
of. That's what that looks like.
There's a bunch of guys that would say you're wrong, but I don't do it.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't see the point in it. But you
There
know,
was a
whatever.
song years ago that Mark, I think his name was Snyder, and it was called Snuff Dipper. And my maid, when I was a little boy, dipped snuff. May
Really?
had.
Really?
Yeah, she took care of me. She dipped snuff all of her life.
Well,
In the Garrett, if y'all remember those little dark glass things, she had Garrett always in her purse tucked down in there.
I remember a lot of the guys when we were in school and stuff.
Yeah,
of
they
course,
had-
years ago, you know, they could do all that kind of stuff, you know, like in the parking lot or whatever. But I mean, I remember having them little skull cans, and people would have like a
ring.
imprint, a ring on their back pocket, you know.
It
in
still
their
goes on out
jeans.
there.
Yeah, it does. But
And
anyway.
what's the worst thing? All right, let's just, since you brought that up, what's the worst thing happens with somebody that spits in a bottle?
Somebody else picks it up and drinks it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's
That-
yours, you reach over. Holy smoke.
Ooh, that would be awful.
I might have done that once. Oh, boy. As we look at our next story this morning, this is just odd. This was a guy goes into a McDonald's with a chainsaw, steals a hamburger and a drink, chases the manager out with a chainsaw with it running. There was more to the story, isn't he? Was high or something.
He was hungry. He was hangry.
He was hangry. He went on to jail directly
Yeah.
after that. They took him down. And we can't miss this one. It's now 8 days till Christmas. And that's Clarence there. He's the angel.
Goodness.
in case you didn't know that.
Yeah, I will know this.
I'm
soon.
trying to really broaden your
I
horizons.
know you are. I know.
And help you.
Look, I'm gonna know the whole movie before it's over with because we have a different clip every time. You know.
You
So
only have-
I'll at least know all the characters. I think.
You only have 7 more to look at.
Okay.
And Christmas Day, I'll stop it. I
No,
won't. I won't give
it's
you.
fine. It's fine.
I won't go after Christmas. It
we
wouldn't make sense.
we need some Christmas vacation clips, like with
Chevy Chase.
yeah, with what's his name, the brother-in-law out there in the
Oh,
robe.
yeah.
Like
cousin Eddie.
yeah, cousin Eddie out there.
Yeah.
I saw the funniest Christmas picture with a baby the other day, and somebody had one of those hats on him in a robe, and had him like it was a Christmas picture, and they had like a little fake camper out
Yeah.
there. Outside, it was cute.
Yeah, and a lot of people decorating that with Clark hanging off the ceiling
Oh, yeah.
of the roof. I don't know if y'all have seen that floating around.
That was just the funniest thing.
As we talk about things coming home for Christmas, well, if you're ready for a new home, Buffington Mobile Homes are there to help you there. They got a lot to choose from. 30 minutes out of Meridian, take that short drive over the great area there in Decatur, and they'll show you the homes that they've got. Lots to choose from. Miss Kathy will take the time to show you around. Mike, all the game will get you. If you're looking to be financed, they can do that in-house. They can get your land involved and all that with a cheap interest rate. Talk to them today. Give them a call. Walk through. See these different homes that they've got. Now, this is the big one that's got the huge living room. We're going to get some new pictures that we'll use this week of some different homes to look at. Large kitchens as we go through here. And, of course, a laundry room. Who couldn't use a large laundry room? If you got a little area that
Yes.
you're tired of, you know the struggle.
Yes.
As we go through master bathrooms that are huge, so many times you get a bed in a bedroom and then you can't turn around because you'll hit the wall.
I know. There's not enough room. you
That's
know.
right. Well, they got spacious ones. They'll show you that. Of course, bathrooms that you'll love, double sinks where 2 people can get dressed at the same time.
Yes.
That's encouraging.
Without bumping elbows.
That's right. You go down the hall to the kids' bedroom on the other end of the house. That's a great place to put them.
Yes.
And then different styles homes for the different seasons of your life. Is that the word to use? Seasons?
Yeah, different seasons of your life. I mean, you know, a lot of times when you first start out, you don't need that much space.
Yeah.
Well, after you have children, you're going to need a lot more space.
Then your mother-in-law moves in.
Yeah.
And you got,
But look, they have something for everybody. It's the
Yes.
country lot where you save a lot.
That's right.
And they are so good to you. I mean, the good people.
See them today. Again, that's Buffington Mobile Homes. Take that short drive, see them, and they'll certainly take care of you.
Deck the halls this holiday season with safe and efficient holiday decorations. Visit emepa.com for safety and energy efficiency tips. From all of us at East Mississippi Electric Power Association, we wish you a safe and Merry Christmas.
Well, that's going to pretty much wrap up everything for today. It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. I'm glad that I'm, you know, feeling better. I mean, because I wasn't feeling horrible yesterday. I just wanted to go and just be on the safe side, get checked.
You didn't swallow any Red Man just not in a minute, and that's what
No,
was
I didn't. That's not what I meant.
Well, again,
Not a dipper.
We thank
Or a
you. It's a snuff dipper.
Yeah, I'm not a dipper or a chewer.
It's going to be cold again today. 48 for the high at the most there as we get into tonight, 26 for a low. It's gusty out there today. The breeze, it just kind of cuts you. Make sure to put some hay out for your pets. Take care of them, and also check on the elderly in your neighborhood. If you hadn't seen them in a couple days, knock on the door, make sure that they're doing okay.
Right, and groceries. Make sure they got groceries
Yeah.
because, you know, when it's real cold like this, they probably don't need to get out in it.
That's
and all
right.
that, you know, especially with all the germs floating around. But just we hope y'all have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
And it is good to be back. Hopefully
And-
I'll be back tomorrow.
You better be. We'll see you in the morning. Thanks for being a part of it. And as always, anything breaks out, we'll be the first to let you know. Here at Scotty Ray's Weather, thanks a bunch.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by